Hey Treasure History! Your essential question for today is, how can I locate places using coordinates? Please pause your video and copy this essential question along the top of your notebook page. Remember yesterday when we talked about longitude and latitude? These were the imaginary horizontal and vertical lines that run along the Earth. Today we're going to build on what we learned yesterday. We are going to locate exact places on the Earth by looking at where these lines cross. When lines of latitude and longitude cross, we can tell exactly where that place is by using coordinates. Coordinates are a pair of numbers that tell an exact location on Earth. Please write your first topic and details in your notes. Pause if you need more time to copy. In a coordinate pair, latitude always comes first. It will say blank degrees north or blank degrees south. It will never ever say west or east. There's no such thing as east or west latitude, because latitude only measures distance north or south of the equator. Longitude always comes second in a coordinate pair. It will say blank degrees east or west. It will never say degrees north or south, because longitude only measures distance east or west of the prime meridian. Please pause your video to copy these important details in your notes. Here are some examples of what coordinates might look like. In the first example, I know that latitude comes first. For one thing, because latitude always comes first, but I also know that because it says south. And I know that latitude can be north or south, but longitude never is. So my first number is latitude. My second number is longitude. I know this is longitude because it says west, and longitude is always going to be west or east. Notice that there's a comma between the two coordinates. There will always be a comma between two coordinates. And if you write your own coordinates, I always need you to write a comma between the two numbers. This coordinate is telling me that the exact location on Earth that I am looking for is 20 degrees south of the equator and 120 degrees west of the prime meridian. Here's the second example. It has 30 degrees north latitude and 80 degrees east longitude. What is this coordinate pair really telling me? You can read coordinate pairs to find exact points on the Earth very easily. First, trace the line of latitude. Remember, latitude will be the first number in the coordinate pair. Then, trace the line of longitude. That will be the second number in the pair. Where they meet each other, put an X. That's your location. Of course, on your Chromebook, you can't actually trace the lines. I will trace them for you in the next few examples. But if you're working on paper, like later today, and especially when you're taking a test, you must always trace the lines. I promise that if you trace the lines with your pencil, that will help you get them right. Here's a quick tip that will help you with the first example. The equator is always at 0 degrees latitude. I say that because my first example is a 0 degrees north, 30 degrees west. Since this is 0 degrees latitude, I know it must be somewhere on the equator. Let's check it out. 0 degrees north, 30 degrees west. Okay, how could I find that? Well, 0 degrees north is here. I can trace that line. 30 degrees west. I know it must be somewhere west of the prime meridian. So here's my prime meridian. I need to go to the west. There's 30. So let me trace that. Okay. Now where they meet each other, I'm going to put an X. And that's my location. Good. So we did our first example, and we used the coordinate pair to find out where a place was on Earth. Let's try another one. Here's a quick tip. The prime meridian is at 0 degrees longitude. Let's find the coordinate pair for this location. This time we're doing it in reverse. We already know where we are. Now we need to find the numbers that tell us where we are. I'm going to do the same thing just backwards. I'm going to start with my location. I'm going to trace my latitude line. Okay, so I see that when I trace my line from my location all the way out, I see that I'm at 30 degrees. Now I'm going to trace my line of longitude. Oh good, it's the prime meridian. That's easy. I'm at 0 degrees. So that means that my coordinate pair must be 30 degrees north latitude, 0 degrees longitude. Let's try another one. Here's my location. Let's work backwards to find the coordinate pair. I'll start by tracing my line of latitude. When I start here and go all the way to the side, I see that I'm at 15 degrees north. And when I trace this, I see that I'm kind of in between the 30 and the 60. So, since I don't know the exact number, I need to figure out how I can see, 0 to 30, 30 to 60. I need a number that's kind of halfway between 30 and 60. Now it's time for you to dive in and practice. Please close this Chromebook and rotate it to the side of your desk. You'll be practicing on paper first. Please hold up a 4 for a Pushing 4.0 if everyone in your class is not finished yet.